In our paper, West et al. 2018, we examined the relationship between measures of verbal and non-verbal implicit learning and reading and language in a large sample of 7 to 8-year-old children unselected for ability. We used a range of implicit and explicit learning tasks to do this. We found the reliability of the implicit learning tasks to be poor. Correlations between them were low, as were their correlations with language and reading skills. We continue to believe that these findings raise serious problems for the procedural deficit hypothesis, which claims that developmental language disorder and dyslexia are caused by, at least in part, a deficit in procedural learning. In our response to the commentaries on our paper, we emphasise the following key points. Firstly, our use of a large representative sample of children to investigate the claims of the procedural deficit hypothesis is entirely appropriate. Both developmental language disorder and dyslexia are dimensional disorders. They reflect the lower end of a normal distribution of reading and language skills. We know that well-established causal risk factors for dyslexia, phoneme awareness, letter sound knowledge and RAN, all show strong correlations with reading ability in unselected samples. While it's possible that certain risk factors will only play a causal role at the bottom end of the ability range, we don't yet have any evidence that they actually operate in this way, and there was no sign of any such effects in our data. Secondly, the claim by Conway et al. That only SRT tasks involve procedural learning, while other tasks involve implicit but not procedural learning, is highly speculative. To move this debate forward, it's essential to investigate whether the various procedural learning and implicit learning tasks do actually recruit different cognitive mechanisms. To do this, we first need a clear taxonomy of tasks, alongside evidence that tasks which measure the same hypothetical construct are both reliable and correlate well with each other. Better sequential learning measures alongside clear definitions of what learning mechanisms they are measuring is also the direction strongly recommended here by Krishnan and Watkins. Our paper was an attempt to address this important issue. We finish our response with a plea for work in this area to embrace psychometric theory and methods by making a simple point. Measures that are not reliable cannot by definition be valid, and in order to make progress in this debate, we must first have reliable and valid measures of the theoretical constructs under investigation. We hope that our work has contributed to this important aim.